Hello, Marta. How are you doing?
Hi, Danny. I'm doing well. Hope you are okay as well.
Well, the situation here is not the best, but I think that in Poland is the same.
Yeah, plus in Poland, except pandemic, we have corrupted leading party. They are donating millions to church, spreading public money on their own goods instead of healing and give people proper treatment and so on. So, yeah, world has gone crazy recently.
Absolutely. And well, you, as I was saying in Spain, you release your new album, The Cool, next February 12th, if I'm not wrong. What are your feelings with this record? Do you feel this is a new era for Crystal Viper?
Well, in a kind of Yeah, I think it's a kind of a new era for Crystal Viper because we have Cedric Forsberg on drums. Um, we have Eric Uris on album again. I mean, he recorded with us the previous album, but it's like, Crystal Viper exists for so many years that I feel like, he just joined the band, I don't know, a couple of months ago. Time is running so fast. And yeah, every album is a kind of new era for Crystal Viper. Every album is different because the inspirations every time are different. Each album was created in different period of time. Something else was going on every time. So yeah, I think it's another era with another album. And trust me, we are so proud of this album, and I'm so happy that we were able to put it together. So especially in such circumstances like we have right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you said, this is the first album with Terry Forsberg on the drums. Uh, what change have you felt between your previous records and this one?
Well, regarding Cedric, well, he plays drums like crazy. He's super good and he's super fast to work with, and it's like we don't need to use a lot of words to know what do you mean, with each other. We don't need to speak to understand music together. I'm not sure if you know what I mean, but
Yeah, I know.
yeah, we have our own language, which is music, and this is how working with Cedric is going on. And it looks like exactly the same with other members in Crystal Viper.
Uh-huh. And you have included some covers in your album. One of them is "Welcome Home" of King Diamond, with their guitarist Andy LaRocque, and the other one is "Tried by Fire" of Satan. Why did you choose those one this time, and how has been working with Andy?
Well, in Crystal Viper, we are, of course, except being musicians, we are huge fans of metal music and in music in general. So recording cover songs is for us already a kind of a tradition. Thanks to recording cover songs. First of all, for us it's a lot of fun because we can record our favorite songs, we can play them together, record on the album and so on. And secondly, thanks to recording cover songs, we can show to people where Crystal Viper is coming from, what are our musicians' musical roots, what is our musical DNA. And the list of cover songs that we want to record is like huge. Trust me, there are so many songs that we would like to record in the future, and trust me, it's never easy to choose only one or two. It's always like maybe this one, maybe this one, no, maybe this one. Oh no, I want to record this one for this album, and it always looks like that. But what we do when we are choosing cover songs for the album, we always try to make a kind of a match, between cover song and our material, which is on the album. And we had such feeling that this time is the right time to finally record Welcome Home, because I wanted to record this song for years, really, but it was never the right moment. Welcome Home never kind of, there wasn't this kind of fit, between those songs between Crystal Viper songs and Welcome Home. And this time, when our new album has this kind of horror climate and so on, we decided to record Welcome Home. And the fact that Andy LaRocque agreed to record solo for this one was like, man, every time I'm listening to this song with Andy on the guitar, I have my fun moment, you know. I am listening to this song, and every time I'm like, yes, Andy recorded, you know, solo with us for this song. But the truth is, we know each other with Andy for many years. He actually co-produced one of our previous albums, Metal Nation. He did mixes and he co-produced it. And yeah, it's super. He's super nice person and very talented guitarist, and we are very proud that he agreed to work with us. And I believe that it was also kind of interesting for him, you know, because he's performing this song live with King Diamond for over 3 decades, and now he was asked to record a solo for a song that he's playing for so long, you know, to record it with someone else. That was amazing. That's amazing, and we are super happy that we made it with him. And regarding the other cover song, Trial by Fire, you know, from Satan, it's one of my heavy metal songs for sure, and we recorded this one as a bonus tracks for a vinyl version of the album, because you can find Welcome Home on the CD and Trial by Fire on a vinyl version.
Yes, and are you planning, when you go on tour, maybe go with Andy and play with him Welcome Home?
Wow, that would be something. Maybe one day, if we will be at the same time in the same place with King Diamond, I will for sure ask Andy. That would be so nice.
Let's see, maybe in some festival or something like that. I think is the main opportunity.
Yeah, we will see. You know, world is small, especially in case of festivals. Everywhere you go, you see the same people. So.
Yes. And I want to talk with you about some people sometimes says that heavy metal is dead because it's an old style. But several bands like you or Accept or a lot of bands still releasing albums. What do you think about what people think about heavy metal is dead nowadays?
Do you know why heavy metal isn't dead? Because people who are playing heavy metal don't give a shit about, you know, this kind of bullshit that other people are saying that heavy metal is dead, because it's not. We are still here, we are still recording albums, we are still playing live shows, and what's most important, we still want to do this. You know, it's like someone would say that, for example, blues music is dead. It's not dead, because there are still musicians who want to play, who want to perform. And I believe it's exactly the same with every genre of music, not only heavy metal. You know, even I listen a lot of different genres of not only metal, but music. Regarding metal, I listen to heavy metal, death metal, black metal, power metal. Sometimes I even like to listen some, you know, some gothic rock and something like that. But heavy metal, classic heavy metal, has been always the music that I kind of have in my gut. You know, this is the music that plays in my heart. So when I was teenager and I discovered bands like Virgin Steel, Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, I thought, yes, that's it. That's my music. And it's still, you know, I'm 36 right now. And it's still the same. Nothing changed. I still love this music. I still want to play it.
So what would you say to the people who think that heavy metal is dead? What message?
Hey, I'm Marta. I play heavy metal. Go and listen to my music, because, you know, I'm still here. My music is still there. Crystal Viper still exists, as well as lots of other great bands. So heavy metal is not dead for sure, and I don't agree with that.
Nice. And you have a tour prepared with Raven and more bands, and it will arrive to Spain, but we don't know when, because things are tough nowadays because of the pandemic and other stuff. Do you know something about your tour? When will be scheduled, or do you know something?
And this is the most, weird thing. The answer is I don't know, really. The tour has been postponed 2 times already, and I have no idea how this year is going to look like. It's like nobody knows nothing actually. So
But
I really hope.
are you planning some dates if the situation gets better?
For sure we will plan some dates, but right now situation is not getting better, so
No.
I really don't know what will happen. We are hungry for playing, and especially because at the end of 2019 we released our previous album Tales of Fire and Ice, and it was the end of the year, and after that we played only 2 very short tours, one tour in Spain and the second tour in Germany, and it was 8 live shows only, and then this pandemic began. So we had no possibilities to promote the previous album. Now now we will just release our new album. So it looks like we won't promote it on tour again. So from one side it's pretty funny, but from the other side it's horrible because I haven't seen my bandmates for a year right now,
For a
and I
year.
really miss them. Yes, because Crystal Viper members, we live in 3 different countries.
But
We
for
live in
the recording
Poland.
of the album or whatever, have you been together?
No, we haven't seen each other at all.
Oh,
We were working on the new album online. Everybody was recording his tracks at home. So actually, The Cold is the very first Crystal Viper album that wasn't recorded in the recording studio. We all were recording our tracks at homes, and we were sending them, to studio to do mixes. And here we come back to Cedric Forsberg because he did mixes of the new album, and he was working together with our producer, with Marta Gabriel. We still have the same producer, and both of them were responsible for the sound of the new album. But we haven't met, we haven't seen each other, and this is also another weird part because the album is just going to be released in a couple of days, and we have no promo photos. We
yeah.
have no music video because during that time it was impossible to meet, without risk of being quarantined. A lot of flight has been cancelled and so on. So I think that the first thing that we will do together after we meet will be the photo shoot and music video, because we have nothing. Couple of months ago, we hired an artist who painted us together. A comic photo of
Yeah.
a band. We are using it on our Facebook page. But this is the only picture of the band we actually have.
Maybe you have to do a cartoon video clip or something, or a lot of lyric videos.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about this kind of a cartoon style music video, but it's too expensive. So
Oh, then you have
yeah,
to wait.
yeah, we need to wait to meet finally. And I miss them, because except being bandmates, playing together, and recording together, I really like them. I mean, in Crystal Viper, we are good friends. We like to hang out together and so on. Because the truth is, for example, when you go on tour with your band, the truth is that you spend with your bandmates more time that you usually spend with your own family. So
Yeah.
I can say that we are very close with each other. We are like family, in Crystal Viper.
Hmm. And this is your first album with Listenable Records, because you were working before with AFAM. Why do you decided this change now?
Well, it wasn't a change really, because with our previous album, with Tales of Fire and Ice, our contract with AFM Records simply expired.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
and we just thought that it would be better to not extend it because, AFM it's a great label, but I've always felt like we don't fit this label for 100%, because it's like, I have a feeling that they are more into this modern power metal bands and so on. And Crystal Viper has always been this old school heavy metal
Yeah.
act. This is how I see my band. And when the album expired, we decided to work on the album, on the new album, The Cult, as a totally independent band, without any contract, without any deal. And it was like, okay, let's record the new album and then look for a label. Let's see who is really interested, in a band like Crystal Viper. And of course, we received a lot of offers. Some of them were worse, some of them were better, as it usually is. But Listenable Records seems to be guys from Listenable Records. They look like they are passionate about heavy metal, and I feel like they know what Crystal Viper is all about. And I think it's important, because joining new label is almost like, getting married. So it's important to get married with the right with the right people, right?
You need the right husband.
Yeah.
Okay, and now I will change the topic a little bit because you are Polish, and I would like to know, what do you think about the abortion law in Poland, about the protests and that stuff? Because there was a lot of news 1 month ago or two, I don't know, I can't remember, but I want you to feel free to show what do you feel about this situation in Poland.
At the beginning, I was very angry, because forcing women to give birth no matter what is unfair. It's not right. Right now, they banned the abortion even if it's clear that the child will be born deformed and so on, and even if it's clear that it won't survive outside the womb. So I think it's not right. I think that every person should have a choice. Every person should have possibility to
choose.
To choose and to make the decision which is right with that person. And it's not right what is going on here. And there are some rumors that they want to, prohibit the abortion even if women will be raped, or in case of incest, or if women will get pregnant in case of incest act. Some of our politicians said that even, 12 or 11 years old girls should give birth. So it's sick, know?
And what do you think will be the final solution of this problem there in Poland?
I have no idea, because as I said at the beginning of this interview, our government is kind of corrupted. They are not saying the truth. They are hiding real informations and so on. And and our leading party is, I can say that it's ruled by Catholic freaks almost. It's like church would be the leading party of Poland. So it's like.
So could it be a religion problem? The thing is happening now in Poland.
It has always been like that. It has always been like that because, for example, we have this pandemic. We have this pandemic, and a lot of people are ill, and in general, the hospitals and everything like that, everything connected with treatments, with public health is not at the it's not in a very good condition in Poland because of the money. And for example, the government is giving away millions to church right now, which is which is not right. They should give the money. They should give the money to hospitals to treat the people, to take care about their citizens and so on. But they don't care of us at all. This is how I feel, and well, this is how it looks like in Poland at the moment.
Okay. And another topic is you've been in the medical scene the last 14 years, more or less. Do you think you have lived some situations you won't suffer in case you were a man, just for being a woman?
I wouldn't say it was, I wouldn't call it suffering because I'm a woman. I've never met this kind of situation when I was treated bad because I'm not a man. Of course, from time to time, I hear some ugly comments behind my back or something like that, but, we cannot, take seriously everything you hear about yourself because, stupid words are, especially when you play at the festival or something like that, the people are saying bullshit for all the time, right? I only remember at the very beginning with Crystal Viper when we were going to play somewhere, when I was getting on stage, people usually thought that I can sing and I can play and I'm just a kind of a little girl who wants to look nice on stage and that's it. But actually, it got changed. It got changed at the moment when I started to play and sing, and I noticed a few times that people were pretty surprised. Wow, you can sing! Wow, why why shouldn't I?
You have a voice.
Yeah, so but that was pretty funny. It wasn't offended. I wasn't offended or anything like that. I've never met any ugly situation towards me because I'm a woman.
And do you think sometimes people don't take you seriously just for being a woman? For example, if you were a guy playing, they won't say that kind of comments like, "Oh, it's a woman and it's singing amazing or playing guitar amazing." Do you think that it happened more than it should with women?
Well, maybe in the past because I don't know, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, it was pretty unusual to see a woman playing guitar or bass guitar or drums on stage and so on. So it was kind of unusual and interesting. Nowadays, I feel like there are more and more women who are playing, and people are not that surprised. I'm not surprised. I think women are the same good musicians as men are. So there is no reason to treat someone different or to be surprised that, oh, she's a woman, she can't play. So,
Yeah.
It's not weird. We are also human beings, first of all, and we can be musicians and we can be very good musicians. So
Yes, absolutely, no doubt of it. And have you felt maybe the music industry sometime wanted to sexualize you or your body as musician just for make more money or for the growth of Crystal Viper in that way?
As a woman, I like to look nice. I like to look nice. I like to wear some unusual clothes, to play with my makeup and hair and so on. But music has been always at the first place for me. And this is most important. What we are showing to the world with Crystal Viper is music. And the other things are just the additions to music. This is how I look at it. This is how I see it.
Yeah, what I mean is if maybe some elements of the music industry, the labels or something like that, wanted they wanted a growth of Crystal Viper in that way, showing you more. I don't know if I explain myself right.
I know what you mean, but I don't think we will ever do that because, you know, we are Crystal Viper. We are a five-piece band,
Yeah.
and we are a band. Crystal Viper is not Marta Gabriel.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, that thing I'm talking about happened in another artist. That's the thing because I'm asking you if sometimes it had happened.
Well, sometimes it happens. I believe sometimes it happens, and some bands that choose this way of promotion and so on. But this is what we don't want to do, and
Okay.
that's it.
And the last thing, do you want to say something to the Spanish crowd for the next tour, or well, we don't know when it would take place, but do you want
No
to
one
give
knows.
do you want to give a shout to them?
Well, I cannot wait to be back to Spain because with Crystal Viper, we love you guys. We love to play for you, and our live shows out there has been always wild and crazy and so on. I really hope you will like our new album because, you know, we love it. We are very proud of it, and well, listen to it and enjoy.
Okay, so thank you very much for your time, Marta. I hope the things get better in Poland because, as you said, the government is not the best.
Yeah.
And see you on tour whenever.
Yeah, I hope so. You know, this is one funny thing regarding this situation because, you know, English is my second language, right? And I
Mine too.
learned
Mine too.
I learned a new word last year, postponed. I didn't know that word before.
That were in every place, in every poster.
Yeah, yeah, postponed.
So we'll see if we can delete that word from our vocabulary.
Yeah, let's hope everything will change and we'll back to normal. And I hope that everybody will be healthy because that's most important. Health first. So stay healthy, take care of people that you love, and listen a lot of heavy metal because it's not dead.
So thank you very much, Marta, and enjoy.
Thank you for nice talk. Thank you.